Think about the hero that made you feel unstoppable. Maybe it was Batman standing in the rain. Maybe it was Spider-Man just trying to pay rent. For decades, these characters weren't just ink on a page. They were our mentors. They taught us right from wrong. But right now, that magic is in trouble. The industry that created the Avengers and the Justice League is facing a game over screen. Sales are sliding, fans are walking away, and the people in charge seem to be fighting the audience instead of inviting them in. Today, we're looking at the 3 reasons why American comics are losing their spark, and why a new challenger from across the ocean is winning the hearts of the next generation. Let's look at the scoreboard, because the numbers are startling. In 2024, Marvel was dominating the charts. By late 2025, they lost nearly 30% of their top-selling spots. DC Comics actually fell so far, they struggled to keep their share of the stores. Now, DC did try an emergency restart recently called The Absolute Universe, and it's actually pretty cool. It's fresh, it's bold, but one fire extinguisher doesn't stop a forest fire. Meanwhile, look at manga, Japanese comics. They aren't just growing, they're exploding. In 2025, they hit over $1 billion in US sales. Kids, parents, and even grandparents are picking up manga, while American superhero books are being left on the shelf. Why? Because the big 2 forgot the golden rule of storytelling. Here's the truth. Nobody likes being told what to think. We like being shown a great story. For a long time, comics were about the hero's journey. Now, it feels like they're about the writer's opinion. Diversity is awesome. Some of the coolest heroes ever come from different backgrounds. But there's a massive difference between writing a great character and checking a box. When you replace a hero people have loved for 50 years just to make a political point, you don't get new fans, you just lose the old ones. It's like your favorite pizza place changing their 50-year-old recipe to something healthy without asking you. You don't hate health food, you just wanted the pizza you loved. If a story feels like a lecture, people don't get angry, they just get bored. And boredom is the silent killer of any hobby. The Marvel movies were the best thing to happen to Marvel, but the worst thing to happen to the comics. Instead of the comics leading the way with wild, crazy ideas, the comics started copying the movies. They changed the outfits, the personalities, and the stories just to match what was on the big screen. But here's the problem. Movie fans usually stay movie fans. They don't always run to the comic shop. And the hardcore comic fans, they felt like the books they loved became extended trailers for the next blockbuster. Comics used to be the lab for the imagination. Now it feels like they're just the gift shop. If you want to start reading a manga like One Piece or Demon Slayer, it's easy. You go to the store, find the volume 1, and start. But if you want to start reading Spider-Man, good luck. There are 50 different issue number 1s. There are multiverses, clones, time travel, and stories that get deleted by magic every 5 years. It's a maze with no map. Manga tells a story that has a beginning, a middle, and an end. You grow up with the characters, and then the story finishes. It means something because it ends. American comics are like a TV show that's been on for 80 years and never lets the characters grow up. Eventually, the audience just gets tired of the reset button. Manga is winning because it's everywhere, and it's for everyone. You can find a manga about basketball, another about cooking, or about a spy family. American comics have mostly become superheroes or nothing. When you only sell one flavor of ice cream, people eventually go to the shop with 31 flavors. The industry is finally starting to realize this. They're seeing that fans don't want agendas or movie tie-ins. They want stories that respect their time and their heart. So, is it over? Not yet. There are still amazing artists and writers fighting the good fight. There are still local comic shops that are the heart of their communities. The characters aren't the problem. Batman is still cool, the X-Men are still legendary. The problem is how they're being handled. If you're a fan who's frustrated, you're not toxic. You're just someone who remembers how good it used to be and knows how good it could be again.